Hey,
Hey, Cappy
how are
Jew,
you?
how are you doing?
I'm good.
It's been a while. It's
It
a
has.
little bit colder in Cambridge, Mass, than Ann Arbor right now, but not by much. Does the cold weather make you miss Florida?
Yes, it does actually. I'm so cold. It's like snowing and it's crazy.
Yeah, it's not snowing here, luckily. So, the last time I spoke with you, a lot's happened since then. Leftists, they actually attacked the Turning Point chapter. There have been flyers on campus calling you a white supremacist, and a girl actually called you racist in front of the orchestra.
Yes,
Why
that
do you
happened.
think that the left is so intolerant?
Honestly, I have no idea. I think that there's just a lot of misconceptions to our movement, and that's why they've been really intolerant. I think that if they just sat down with me and talked to me for like a good 10 minutes, they'd have a different view on it. But I mean, so far, that's just what they feel.
Definitely. You've been criticized in the past for having libertarian views, and you've also called out racism on the left and the right. How do you deal with
Yes.
the criticism, and has it ever been any critiques that actually you thought were beneficial and helped you grow as a person?
Yeah, so I've been attacked from both sides only because I don't fit in this like 100% mold of either liberal or conservative. So I have like a very distinct set of views, and that's why I call myself like this is why I post independent thinker on my bios on Twitter and Instagram. Yeah, but I've gotten a lot of critiques, and I think most of them are just saying that, oh, well, don't call yourself a conservative if you're not a conservative. But it's just like, right now there's these two main sides. We have a two-party political system, and it's either Republican or Democrat. And I mean, if I can't call myself either one of these, like, those are the main groups. So I feel like I should be able to identify with either liberal or conservative, but I don't know. People just think that you have to fit in like a particular like mold in order to be one of those things, and that's not the case.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And the GOP had losses in several states, and you've personally written a letter and emailed to the GOP headquarters last year about your ideas and how you can help contribute to their marketing strategies and get Republican candidates elected. Still no reply.
Yeah, no, exactly. For real. I sent them an email and wrote them a letter, and no one has reached out to me. I've talked about how the GOP needs to be more, I guess, with the times because a lot of people are older now and they don't understand the power of marketing, technology, and like marketing on social media, especially. And a lot of people agree with me saying that when they went to go vote, there were booths outside the voting booth, or tables. That were like advertising their candidates, and they all were Democrat tables, not Republican tables. So I feel like people need or I guess our side needs to be more forward with their marketing and make sure that they don't slack off.
For sure. I saw you have an event coming up, and Candace Owens is the featured speaker. And how do you feel about her criticism of you? Because in the past, she said you're not the spirit of MAGA. She's called you unstable and deeply troublesome when it comes to race. And smart conservatism is knowing when to reject people that are hateful.
Yeah, she's been actually, I feel like she's been the unstable one. I have all of the screenshots on my phone. I mean, I messaged her before on Instagram and she just completely went off on me. She like wrote paragraphs about why she doesn't like me. And it's crazy. The reason why I criticized her in the first place is because she kicked out a black conservative at a Turning Point event.
Yeah, Kevin
And
Martin, right?
yeah, exactly. Kevin Martin. And although I don't agree with him on a lot, I think him and I have, we even criticized each other before, but I still stand by people's right to free speech. And for her to kick out someone of, a black conservative, and then she calls me a racist or unstable due to race, like it's just crazy. And I feel like people, because she has a large following, because people like her already, they have a really hard time with siding with a smaller conservative political commentator, I guess. But I think that, I mean, she's never publicly like tweeted out a specific tweet condemning me. She just replied. But I feel like if people knew the exact story that happened, they would all be on my side.
Definitely. Do you think it'll be a little bit awkward, or you guys could at the event, because don't you aren't you a speaker at a similar?
Yeah, so this event actually happened already, and it was about like 3 weeks ago, I think. But yeah, she was there. I was there. She spoke. It was fine. I mean, like she probably like looked at me a couple times, but I never like went over to talk to her. For me, I don't have any bad blood towards her, only because I messaged her right after my pageant story came out. And I was like, hey, like I know we've had like difficult times in the past, but I want to look past that and like hopefully work on something together because I think she has like really good like views and she has very good like speaking skills, and I look up to her for that. But then after that, that's when she started typing these whole paragraphs of why she doesn't like me. And she's aggressive. She's very aggressive. And I've been nothing but nice to her. All the tweets I tweeted about her was probably like two or three, honestly. And it was about why she's a hypocrite because she kicked out a black conservative at a conservative turning point of it. So.
Definitely. Do you feel like hesitant to criticize like conservatives sometimes and stuff and everything like on social media? Because like what I mean and stuff and everything like we take so much criticism already for being
Mm-hmm.
conservative. Like is that something like you think about like pretty hard?
For me, I feel like I don't actively try to be like, okay, well, I don't want to criticize you because you're a conservative. I think that I criticize people evenly. I guess that's why people think that I'm a libertarian. I just criticize people that I see fit. As long as, because right now I'm not promoting a particular like ideology. I guess I'm just promoting my thoughts, my independent like mindsets and opinions. So if people don't like that, or if people say something that I disagree with, I'm going to call them out for it. So I don't think that I've ever, I guess, second guessed criticizing someone. Yeah.
Definitely. I wanted to know, like, have you ever been called a white supremacist by like Asian people, like, online and stuff, everything? Is that something that occurs or?
Yes, all the time. I've been called white supremacists. I've been called a race traitor to Asians. I've been called, like people said, like, oh, I dishonor the family. It's all like really cringy stuff. But I mean, I don't take it to heart. I think it's really funny how they think that they could like own me because I'm Asian or I'm like I look like them or something. Again, I feel like I have my own independent values and thoughts and opinions, and no one could ever tell me otherwise.
Definitely. Yeah, I feel the same way. I've been called like those names, and I think like sometimes and stuff, everything. You're like, why are you so angry? Because of like
Exactly.
just my beliefs and stuff, everything. What I believe, I don't feel like that being black, I have to have like the same train of thought that you do, or like and like when you present evidence, sometimes people get even more angry. I think that's like
Yes.
so absurd. You've been very like supportive of Andrew Yang's candidacy for president. And stuff everything. Who has some wonderful ideas. I've actually met him and stuff everything. Wonderful person and stuff everything. Do you think it's a possibility that he could win the Democratic nomination?
So for me, when I support Andrew, I don't support him because I want him to be president. I just support him because I feel like he is good for the Democratic Party because I feel like he's sort of moderate. People say that his ideals are so like socialist, but I think that, I mean, the 1,000 per month or UBI in general was agreed on many sides. I mean, there's conservatives who agree with UBI. There's many historic conservatives that agree with UBI. So I think that like, and also I don't think he's going to win the Democratic candidate or nominee because the left is really, really gone already. Like they want someone as radical as possible, and he's too moderate for them. Like him and Tulsi are very moderate people for the Democratic Party. I feel like the Democrats want someone like Joe Biden or Warren or even like Bernie, but I don't think they're going to be the nominees.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think like if I had to guess, I would say probably like Elizabeth Warren would
Yeah, I think so
seem.
too.
Yeah, definitely. Like Trump, has been dealing with like the possibility, I guess, of being impeached by the House and stuff. Everything. Do you have any thoughts on that?
I don't think he's going to be impeached. They're going to try really hard, but I feel like this is their last like chance of trying to get him out of the office. I mean, they've done like the Russian collusion thing. They've done like so many different types of situations to get him out of office. But right now, their impeachment inquiry, like they don't have any specific reasons why he should be impeached. He just does it out of they just do it out of like, oh well, he tweets mean things, and that's not going to get someone impeached. So I feel like he's fine.
Yeah, like definitely. And I saw your new cover song. and stuff, everything. Like, I love, like, how, like, random. I wish you dropped them a little bit more often, because, like, they're very amazing and stuff, everything. You seem like, very amazing. And I think, like, sometimes and stuff, everything, I notice, like, when people and stuff, everything, like, when you post these videos and stuff, people will call you a grifter, or, like, but, like,
Yeah.
like, you keep doing it, because, like, you're expressing your art, you're very talented, so.
Yeah, no, I feel like for me, my whole personality isn't based off of politics. Like I don't revolve my whole life around politics. Um, my name was Political Kathy like as a username ever since like junior year of high school, only because people hated me so much for supporting Trump, and I just wanted to get them more mad because like I mean it's high school, like everyone hated me already because of my support for Trump. So I just wanted to do something backfire on them, and that username has stuck with me ever since. But I mean, I do so many other things than just commentary. And I think that many people right now, all the political commentators online, all they do is commentary. All they do is seek out triggered liberals. All they do is try to trigger liberals. And that's not okay. I feel like someone should have so much more substance in that. And all those people right now, especially the smaller accounts, actually female conservative commentators, the more radical ones, they're always calling me out for being a grifter because, oh, I sing, I do other things, I look like I have a normal life. And people get so jealous of that because they're like, oh, okay, well, why can't I get a following because I'm so conservative, but then she gets a following because she does random things. So I don't know. People just hate for no reason whatsoever, and I think that it's just really hilarious.
Yeah, it is. And having a following and stuff, everything, like, what would be your advice to people who are aspiring, like, to have a voice?
Who inspired me? Actually, it's really funny because when I first started commentary, I started because I met Milo. You know who Milo is?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I met him and I asked him like, hey, I'm in high school and people are bullying me because I'm supporting Trump. Like, what should I do? Should I post it online? And he's like, yeah, dude, start a political commentary online thing and you'll be fine. Like, just deal with them. They don't really add value to your life. And I did. And then now, I messaged Milo on Telegram like a few weeks ago, and I said, "Hey, do you remember me still?" He's like, "Yeah, I still remember you." And but him and I have really different opinions now. Like before, I thought our opinions aligned, but I've shifted a bit, and he has too. I think he's definitely shifted more to the right, and I've shifted a little bit more to moderate. But our ideas were very different, but I still respect him as a person because he was the one that initially sort of boosted me and got me started in politics.
That's cool. And you have been very vocal about your support for the LGBTQ community. And I saw, like, recently and stuff, everything, you posted the Sprite commercial and,
Oh
and
yeah.
stuff, everything. Like, what were your thoughts on the commercial?
Yeah, so I'm all for, gay rights, gay marriage and stuff. I feel like I want every US citizen to be able to get married, no matter what their sexual orientation is, because, someone else's relationship is not my business. If it doesn't affect me, I don't really care. But that Sprite commercial is just crazy. I'm for the LGBTQ community, but I'm not for the propaganda that comes with it. I guess I wouldn't even say like the LGBTQ, I would just say LGBT because that's all I believe in. The other stuff like the non-binary or like the different genders and like drag queen story time is like I do not associate myself with that whatsoever, and I hate it. I hate that the reason why. Well, I hate the fact that if I support people's right to get married, that they always think that I'm just super radical and I'm super into the propaganda. But I always call out propaganda when I see it, and the Sprite commercial is a very great example of something that I don't relate to.
No, yeah, I totally understand and stuff, everything. And I've been attacked and stuff, everything recently for being homophobic. And I'm like, and I don't understand, like, Twitter's policies, but I actually got banned because I said I'm not homophobic. I wrote for a LGBTQ publication for a year and stuff, everything, and they flagged that tweet, like, you know what I mean, and stuff, everything. It's against the community standards. That's all I said, and, like, they flagged that tweet. Like, I was like, really? And people say, like, you know what I mean, and stuff and everything. I've said worse stuff. Like, I thought things that would be like, that would get me flagged and stuff and everything. And people have said worse stuff to me, but, like, I don't understand the community standard rules that Twitter have.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I've actually never gotten banned off Twitter. I've only gotten probably like 3 days suspension max. But I've gotten suspended more on Facebook than on Twitter, which is weird.
Oh, yeah, definitely weird.
Yeah.
Kathy and stuff, everything. Like, I was looking forward and stuff, everything to coming to the University of Michigan. I found apparently there's a lot of videographers in Ann Arbor
Oh, nice.
and stuff, everything. Yeah, so like, I definitely would still like to do an in person interview with you and stuff,
Yeah,
everything. And
sure.
I really just enjoy, like, you know what I mean, and stuff, reading your tweets and, like, following your story and stuff, and everything. And thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, dude, of course. Like, we could probably try to do December. I think I'm more available December than November. But maybe beginning or middle of December should work.
For
Or even
sure.
next year. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right.
Thank
I'll see you
you.
later.
Okay, definitely.
Bye.